Hey there, members. Happy Sunday. Today is January 17th, which means we start a new week of exercises. We are a little bit more than halfway through the first month of the new year. So if you haven't set any resolutions yet, now's a great time to look at your goals and see what you can be accomplishing in the upcoming year, or what you can set out to accomplish in the upcoming year. And who knows, even though you may not realize those goals, and even if you do, sometimes they lead to wonderful new things that you would never anticipate. So try your best to set some new goals, go after them, chase after them nice and hard. If you need any help, we're here at the fitness center, but right now we're gonna get back to the video. So today is Monday, or tomorrow rather, will be Monday, January 18th. What we're going to work on is ankle mobility, specifically testing it and a couple things we can do to increase the mobility there. So what you're gonna do is take your shoe off and you're gonna find a wall, okay? You're gonna put your thumb up, just like you're giving somebody a big thumbs up. You're gonna push your thumb up against the wall, and then your foot is gonna go, toes touch the pinky finger, okay? So your foot's gonna go back here, here's your hand, and then the wall should be right here. What this does is it gives you a proportionate to your body, specifically hand size, goal to touch the knee to the wall, okay? Without moving your foot. So let's say, I don't know, I measure this is, let's say 6 inches. I plant my foot 6 inches from the wall, toe, the top of my toe 6 inches from the wall, slide my knee forward, and if I can touch the wall with my knee, that means I've got pretty decent ankle mobility, okay? From there, if I can't, then maybe something I want to work on is ankle mobility, okay? So from here, what I would do is I would personally, you're just going to keep that foot on the ground, move it away from the wall, and I would take a weight, or even with your body weight, lean into your knee, okay? So what that does is it pushes your knee. So let's say this is my foot here, is it takes my knee and it pushes it past. And as you can see, the angle right here, right, which would be the angle between my foot and my shin, decreases and then it increases, right? So I'm working through that range of motion, okay? That can help to stretch the muscle out. That can help to get your ankle into new ranges of motion. And because the ankle, moves in more than 2 directions as opposed to the knee, you know, moves open and closed, right? Rather one plane, it's like a hinge. The ankle moves in 3 planes, right? So up, like forward, backward, left and right, and then side to side. So you want to be able to move through that whole range of motion, move your knee through that whole range of motion, okay? After that, you can also do toe pulls. So with your shoe continuing to be off, you're gonna get up against the wall, support yourself on the wall with your other foot. You're going to place the top of your either bare or socked foot, and you're going to literally drag your toe along the ground, the tops of your feet along the ground. What this does is it can stretch the front of your foot out, the front of your ankle, some of the tissue there. You can angle your foot in different maneuvers. So like, let's say this is my foot. I can drag it straight on. I can internally rotate it and drag it that way. I can work on some external rotation and drag it that way, so on and so forth. After you're done that, you can also stretch your calf out, as a lot of people have tight calves, especially if they've been running or doing a lot of walking during quarantine. If they're not used to that, sometimes their calves can get pretty tight, which would also limit mobility. Okay, so after you do your Mobility Monday, that takes us to Tabata Tuesday, which we're going to use all of that ankle mobility for a lot of leg-based exercises. This workout is designed 60 seconds on of the left column on the email and 20 seconds off, or active rest on the right column. What you're going to do is start off with jump lunges, 60 seconds of jump lunges, alternating legs. From there, you're going to go into a high plank, okay? You're gonna hold the high plank for 20 seconds, which gets you ready for your push-ups. You're gonna do 60 seconds of push-ups. After that, you're gonna pop up for a squat hold. You're gonna hold the squat for 20 seconds and go right into jumping squats, okay? Jump squats for, squat jumps, whatever you'd like to call them. You're gonna do that for about 60 seconds. Get back down into a push-up hold, okay? So it's like a high plank, but if you go all the way down and hold the bottom position of the push-up, that's what you're going to hold for 20 seconds. If you can't do that, that's fine. Do a high plank. You just keep pushing yourself, keep showing up, you'll get there. After that, you're gonna do burpees, okay? So once you do burpees, 60 seconds, you're going to do a lunge hold. So get that 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and you're gonna hold it in place. which gets you ready for your next round. Okay, so if you do 4 rounds of this exercise, you're gonna be looking at about a 16-minute to 20-minute workout, somewhere in there. We're also going to do this Wednesday workout. The weighted Wednesday workout is great if you are an athlete, right? So if you play paddle, if you play racket sports, even if you play golf, it'll help. But this was designed mostly with racket sports in mind. So you're gonna start with a step up to curl. You can grab 1 or 2 dumbbells anywhere you want. You just find a step of the same sort, so either a staircase or a box, anything you have available to you. You're gonna step up and then stabilizing yourself up on top of whatever you've chosen to step up on. You're going to curl and then slowly uncurl and then step down. So step up, curl, relax, relax, okay? So you're gonna do 15 reps on each leg, okay? So it's a total of 30 curls. Your arms will be tired after this. That's fine. You wanna use a lighter weight. That helps you with muscular endurance, okay? So if you get to 10 reps and your arms are too tired, lower the weight. Pick something, grab a gallon of water and just do it with that. Do, a couple water bottles in each hand, something along those lines. After that, you're gonna go into a glute bridge chest press. So you're going to lay on your back, put your feet flat on the ground, extend your hips up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to hold one weight in a hand and you're going to press up towards the ceiling, okay? So again, 15 reps per side. What this does is it trains your core to stay engaged while also engaging your pecs. After that, we're gonna go to another step up, so that same staircase or whatever you were using before. Step up and press overhead. Okay, so we did step up curl, and now we're stepping up and pressing overhead. After which, you're going to split your stance like you're gonna do a lunge, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and you're going to row. So making sure when you row, your elbow comes down and behind you. Okay, it's very tempting to row like this with your hand in line with your shoulder. We want actually your hand to come down behind you because that is the action of the targeted muscle that we are working with when we do rows, okay? So when you do a row, make sure your elbow sweeps down nice and close to your body and your pec opens up. You can tell you're doing a row well if you do this. If your shoulder pops back a little bit, that's great. If your shoulder comes up like this, then maybe you want to take a look at your form in a mirror, okay? After which we're going to, again, 15 reps on each side, making sure you're splitting your feet as well. So if my left foot's forward, I'm rowing with my right hand. If I switch, my right foot's forward, I'm rowing with my left hand, okay? After which we're gonna do a lateral lunge, so feet nice and wide. If you wanna do a stationary lunge, you're going to just shift your weight back and forth, making sure your hips go back and you're sitting into a chair, okay? If you wanna do a lunge, stand upright, bring your knee up, bring your whole leg up actually. You're gonna lunge off to the side, press off the ground, return to the top position, step out to the side, right? And you wanna make sure you get nice and low through the full range of motion, okay? After you do 3 rounds, 15 reps on each side of those, we're on to Thursday, which means another ab day. So we're gonna start with body saws, which are just a low plank, and you're gonna shift your weight forward and backward, okay, 15 times. We're gonna do a 2-inch crunch, 15 2-inch crunches. We're gonna do torso rotations, so count one side as half or only count one side. So like 1, 2, right? Making sure that our shoulders are rotating here through the torso rotation. It's a lot different if I just do this, right? This is an arm exercise and it also feels kind of silly. Whereas this is a torso rotation. I'm getting that rotational strength in the abs, okay? After which we're going into plank hopovers. So instead of the seated upright position of the torso rotation, you're gonna lay forward on your forearms like a low plank or a high plank, it's up to you. And you're gonna take little mini hops back and forth, create an imaginary line down the center of your body. Both feet go on either side of the line, okay? Finally, we're gonna wrap up with bird dogs. Again, you're gonna count 1, and then you can do 1 on the other side, or you can only count one side if you'd like. You can do 15 on your right and then switch, whichever works best for you. Just make sure it stays consistent, as I find that helps me count similarly through all of my exercises, okay? Finally, we're at Friday. So that brings us to, we're gonna do Thursday, by the way, for 4 rounds, 15 reps per side, okay? Friday is going to be 3 rounds of 12 reps. The name of the game here is slow eccentrics. Okay, we've done tempo work like this before, which just means you're counting how long it takes you to do a rep. Okay, we're going to do 12 reps, and these exercises are going to be challenging. Okay, which is fine, and you take as long as you need to in between sets. But we need to get through this whole workout. Okay, so you're going to start in a push-up position. You're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then press. So that's 1, 3, 2, 1, and then press, so on and so forth. If you want more challenge, go down slower or do more reps. If you want less of a challenge, don't go down as slow or do fewer reps. Change the number of reps before you change the tempo, because the goal here is working on our tempo, okay? So after we do our push-ups, we're gonna do inverted rows. So you're gonna get underneath of a table and hold onto the lip, and you're gonna pull yourself up. It also works well if you have TRXs or weights. You're going to squeeze and then slowly lower yourself for 3, 2, 1, row. And then 3, 2, 1, and row, so on and so forth. We're gonna do squats, so feet about shoulder width apart, squat down, 3, 2, 1, and then stand up. You wanna hit at least 90 degrees, if not a little bit lower. Just go as deep as you can though. If you can't go below 90, that's fine. I would recommend getting a chair or a low table as a target, maybe a bench, something so you know how deep you're getting, okay? If you can sit down and your thigh bone is parallel to the floor, your thighs are parallel to the floor, you know that's a pretty good depth of squat, and that's what we should be aiming for. After that, we're gonna do a lunge, so one foot goes forward, and again, if you wanna focus on athleticism here, I would step forward into the lunge, right? So bring your knee up, step forward into the lunge, and then 3, 2, 1, and then drive through that front leg as you hear my knee crack. Again, 3, 2, 1, big drive through the front leg, so on and so forth. Alternatively, if you just want to focus on the strength training aspect, you can keep your feet in their positions and slowly move through the full range of motion. So without taking a step forward, I'm just going to go down nice and slow, drive up, and then reset. 3, 2, 1, so on and so forth, okay? Finally, we have an ab exercise as if we didn't tire them out yesterday. We're gonna do a leg lift, a slow eccentric leg lift. So you're gonna lay on your back, you can hold onto your head, you can put your arms down by your side, on your hips, you can hold on to like a couch or something like that if this movement's tough for you. And you're gonna lift your legs, that's the more advanced version, you're gonna lift your legs off of the floor while bracing your abs, and then you're gonna slowly lower them for a 3 count, okay? So like lift your legs, 3, 2, 1, lift your legs again, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you have a back injury or you have a sensitive lower back, just do a plank, or you can do negative push-ups again, something along those lines. The leg lift can sometimes place a lot of stress on your lower back, and we want to take care of that as opposed to aggravating it. So keep that in mind. Again, we're going to do 3 rounds of 12 reps here. And again, if you need to modify it, try modifying the reps first before you change the length of time that you are going through a rep, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to email us here, pccfitness@philadelphiacc.net, or you can reach out to me personally, joelbaker@philadelphiacc.net, and we are happy to help you with any questions or comments you may have, all right? Stay well, everybody. We hope to see you moving and hope to see you in the gym soon, okay? Take care.